offense is doing now.
Switch just opening down there.
I just went wide. I want to make sure I was good. So I should let it be natural then, or do you want to talk? You want to talk? Or?
We're going to move, we're going to do it from here.
I'll move.
I probably would. We good. Thomas, it's on, right?
Yeah.
All right, hey everybody, welcome. Sorry for the late start here, but today we are live Apple Valley Burnsville versus Eagan. Again, sorry for the late delay. But we are in the first period, 10:36 left. No score. I'll do my best calling. We kind of have a weird angle here. So we got, looks like Jackson, Otto, and Caden. Otto dumps it down into the zone. No off, no icing. Farley gets it. Otto's there in the middle, or Caden was in the middle. Loses control, gets it up to the point. Colton puts it back down. Apple Valley gains control. Gets into the zone. Makes a nice move. Tries to pass in the middle, just wasn't ready for it. Dumps it behind the net. Colton battling for it. They tried to center and pass, doesn't connect. Gets up to the front. He gets it up to Otto. Good stick by Apple Valley. Gets it to Jackson in the middle. Oh, tries a backhand shot, just miss. Caden gets it in the corner. Tries a centering pass, gets deflected. Gets it up to the point. Colton dumps it back down to the corner. Jackson has it. Right to the middle. Otto's there by himself. Oh, good save by Apple Valley. Good look by Eagan to get it to a good centering pass, but just not able to finish it. All right, that brings out Joey, Oliver, and Meyer. Weigel and Schroeder as the defensive pair. McCord wins the draw. Gets it back to Schroeder. Schroeder gets it to Meyer. Meyer makes a move. Still has control over it. Still battling. Gets it to Todd. Todd loses control. Riley goes forward with a good stick. They are able to keep it in. Meyer goes around one guy but loses control. Weigel with a good defensive move. Good body. Great job by Riley. Goes behind the net. Meyer has it. He's going to have speed. Let's see what he can do here. Cuts to the outside. Nice move. And he scores. Good stick work by Meyer. Stays aggressive and gets a nice goal. So that gives us 1-0 Eagan. All right, and that brings out the Kurtz, Barcinella, and Hank Miller line. Wins the draw, gets to Hank. Hank loses control over it. Apple Valley tries to pass it forward, misses. Oh, great pass. Miller shoots, he scores. Great pass by Norberg to Miller. Miller just snipes it. 2-0. All right, Farley wins the draw. He gets it to Dashinsky. Dashinsky's moving forward. Dumps it down in the corner. They call offsides.
The assist was 17. Scored Norberg, 88 from 17.
All right, Eagan wins another draw. Otto wisely dumps it down to the corner. They're racing towards it. Good stick by Kane. Tries to get in. They get it up to the point. Soren's able to keep it in. He tries to get around his guy. He does. He shoots. Good save by the goalie. Apple Valley has control. They got to get it away from their net. Tries to dump it in. Not able to keep control. Soren does a great job keeping it into the zone. Skates around his guy. Looking to pass it to the center. Oh, great pass to Jackson. Jackson just not able to bury it. They try to get out of the zone. Just goes over the point. Colton has it. Deflects it. Caden has it. Centering pass. Oh, just not able to connect. Apple Valley has it. Moves in the zone. Riley's there. Great job by Riley pushing their guy to the outside. Colton has it behind the net. He's moving forward. Great pass up to, looks like that's Caden. Caden goes around. They had numbers, so he dumps it in the corner smartly. Jackson races down, gets him from behind the net. He's got Joey right in the middle, but he gets it up to Riley. Riley shoots. Joey tries to tip it. He has it. Passes it to Meyer. Meyer loses control. Tries to center it. No one's there. Apple Valley moves it up. They get it out of the zone. Makes a pass, unable to connect. Weigel, strong move. Gets control over the puck. Goes behind her own net. Gets it up to Meyer. Oh, great pass by Meyer to Pecor. Pecor has it. He gets it up to Todd. Great puck movement. Tries to get it back to Pecor. Meyer has it. Good stick by Apple Valley. They're not able to get it out of the zone, though. Riley gets it down. Gets it to Todd. Or to Pecor. Pecor's not able to keep control. Good body by Pecor, though, to keep control over the puck. Back in the corner with Todd. Todd gets it up to Schroeder. Schroeder's at the point. Big shot. Gets deflected by Todd. Gets it to Miller. Miller skates around. He's looking for an open shot. Deflects off an Apple Valley player. Grant hustles down. Keeps control. Loses his stick. They try to get it out. Barcenella's there. Unable to do so. He tries to dish it over to Pecor. Pecor has it. Good stick by Apple Valley. Tries to get it out of the zone again, unable to. Soren keeps it in. Hank battling down. They dump it back again. Gets it right back to Soren. Soren with a shot. Oh, tries to deflect it. Gets kind of tied up. Kurtz keeps a stick on it. Soren doing a great job keeping the puck in the zone. Gets it back down behind the net. Apple Valley gets to the middle. Good move by Rowan. And they're able to clear. As long as that doesn't touch, that will be icing. Get another line change coming in here. That's going to bring out Jackson, Caden, and Otto. All right, Apple Valley wins the draw. He gets the puck. Otto gets it behind the net. He's looking for somebody in the middle. Jackson's there all by himself. Shoots. Oh, gets deflected. Otto there battling hard for the puck. Apple Valley has it. Caden rushes in. Ties him up. They're still battling for it. Otto's there. Gets deflected. They try to get out of the zone, and they're able to. Colton hustling back. Looking for somebody to move it up to. Apple Valley deflects it and gets possession of the puck. Gets a couple shots. Down behind the net. Looks like Colton's battling for it. He has it. Goes around. Looking for someone to pass it to. No one there, so he dumps it up the boards. Gets tied up by Otto. Otto has it. Good stick to kick it up by Colton. Big shot by Apple Valley. Gets deflected. Otto has it. He gets it out. Caden races in. Unable to keep control. Otto back on it. Good stick by him to tie up his guy. He tries to dump it to the middle. unable to connect anybody. Colton has it. He spins around, loses his edge. Myers there. He gets it tied up. Myers got one guy to beat. Takes a shot. Gets deflected. Good stick by the Apple Valley defender. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson has it. Dumps it over to Joey. Joey loses control over it. Apple Valley has it. Myers there. He gets a stick. Oh, they are able to get it out. Riley passes over to Oliver. Tries to get it to Joey. Bounces off a skate. He's going to be offsides. Well, Eagan doing a good job trying to move the puck. Keeping the puck in the zone. Battling hard. Keeping the same lines out there. Oliver gets the draw. Dumps it back to Riley. Riley gets it over to Grant. Grant gets it to Joey. Joey's in the zone. Stumbles, loses control over it. They get it out. Gets it back over to Grant. Grant dumps it over to Meyer. Meyer gets it back in the zone. And they chip it right back out. Weigel has it. Dumps it to Oliver. Oliver's there. He loses control, but Riley keeps it in with a good stick. Oliver keeps it in, tries to dump it down. Deflects over to the side by the goalie. Meyer battling with this guy. He's able to keep it in. They're still battling on the boards. Getting that puck tied up. Meyer trying to sneak in. Weigel has it, loses control. Apple Valley. Meyer with a strong back check, covering his guy. And good job by Schroeder. Centering pass. Oh, Dixon covers it. All right, 2:52 left in the first. Eagan leading right now 2-0. All right, Apple Valley wins the draw. They take a shot. Just goes wide. Eagan has it. Tries to get it. Hank tries to get it out of the zone. He's unable to. Kurtz has it. Battling right at the blue line. Apple Valley gets control back over it. Still battling. Goes to Colton. Colton has it. Makes a nice spin move. Gets it up to Hank. Hank's looking at Louie. Gets it to Louie, but deflects right off of him. Louie deflects it with the stick. Good move. I think that was by Soren to keep it in the zone. Rowan has it. He's going to take a shot. Good save by the Apple Valley goalie. All right, that's going to bring out Jackson, Otto, and Caden. Riley Grant staying out there. Jackson wins the draw, gets over to Otto. Otto gets it to Riley. Deflects off the Apple Valley player. Otto goes in, gets tied up, gets it over to Grant. Grant's looking for Jackson, just misses. Gets past the defender. Caden staying hard on the puck. Great effort by Caden. Oh, just high. Otto moves in to keep it in the zone, gets it over to Jackson. Jackson, great pass over to Caden. Caden shoots. Saved by good save by the Apple Valley goalie. They're able to just get it out of the zone, gets it over to Grant. Grant tries to pass it to Otto, gets deflected. Apple Valley goalie shoots it over to the side. Jackson racing over there to tie his guy up. He does. Caden goes in to help. Gets dumped in the corner. Otto goes over to assist. Back into the next corner. They try to chip it out of the zone, and they're able to do. Goes right to Grant. Grant's looking for Caden. Caden keeps a stick on it. Tries to make a move. Still has control over it. He's looking for Jackson. Good pass to Jackson. Jackson has it. He's trying to skate around his guy. Makes a backhand. Just goes wide. Goes up to Riley. Riley tries a centering pass to Caden. Unable to do it. And if that makes it down, that's going to be icing. But I don't think that's got enough on it. Grant has it. He goes around. He's got some speed. They lose control. Riley gets it back. She's got Meyer on the side. Meyer has it. Oh, he tries to pass it over to Todd. Not able to connect. Todd gets back in there. Gets it over to Norberg. Meyer falls, or no, it was Pecor falls down. Todd has it. Takes a big shot just high. Meyer has it. He's looking for somebody in the middle. Gets it to Pecor. Pecor shoots and he scores. Good pass by Meyer. Great shot by Pecor. And that gives us a 3-0 lead with 27 seconds left in the first period. All right, McCord with the drop. Gets it to Norberg. Norberg moves down. He makes a move. Tries to center it. Nobody's there. He gets it out of the zone. That's going to go all the way down. Oh, they call no icing. Says it was deflected. Brovold has it. He tries to shoot it around to the corner. Todd tried to get it past the defender. Goes back down in the corner. Apple Valley has it. They're looking for a centering pass, and they just run out of time. Saved by Dixon. All right, that's the end of the first period. Should be 3-0, I believe, not 2-0. We need to get another goal on the scoreboard there.
In the first period, shots on net, 4.
All right, we are back. Beginning of the second period, Eagan up 3-0. All right, Apple Valley wins the draw. They chip it up to the middle. Gets it to Brovold. Brovold is looking to make a pass. He passes it to Miller. Miller tries to get it to Kurtz, but doesn't get it. Oh, it deflects up to Barcinella. Kurtz still battling for it. Barcinella's offsides. All right, Kurtz on the draw. Gets it back into the Apple Valley zone. Gets it over to Norberg. Norberg tries to chip it forward. Gets it back into the offensive zone. Barcinella tries to keep it in. Is unable to do so. Apple Valley has it. He makes a nice move. Good back check by Miller. Miller's going around. Wisely just dumps it down into the zone. Kurtz and Barcinella are going after it. Apple Valley guy makes a move. Looking forward to his guy. Tries to get it out of the zone, unable to do so. Caden has it. Tries to get it to Barcinella, not able to connect. Kurtz is there. Get it down, and that will be icing. All right, and that's going to bring out Otto, Jackson, Caden, Riley, and Grant as the D pair. Jackson on the draw. He wins it. He gets it over to Otto. Otto gets it back to Riley. They're trying to chip it forward to the middle. Everybody's sticks getting tied up there. They're able to get it out of the zone, gets it to Grant. Grant passes it right back over to Jackson. Jackson takes it in the zone. He's got Caden on the side. He looks, takes a shot. Good save by Apple Valley. All right, Apple Valley wins the draw. They get it back. They take it behind the net. Good forecheck by Farley there. Grant tries to keep it in. He's unable to do so. Otto races in. He is. Grant has it. He's all by himself. Takes a shot. Good save by the Apple Valley. Riley goes in the corner, tries to tie up her guy. They're able to just chip it out of the zone, but it goes right back to Grant. Grant passes it forward. Gets it to Caden. Caden chips it right behind the net. Jackson going hard for it. He's looking for somebody in the middle, tries to wrap around, shoots, deflects off the goalie, goes to Otto. Otto gets the wide open shot and scores. Goalie made a good initial save on it. Looks like he kind of fell down there, though, couldn't get back up, and by that time, Otto buried it. 4-0 Eagan, 10-16 left in the second period. McCord with the draw, gets it back into the Apple Valley zone. Meyer racing down for it. He tries to get it out. Meyer has it. Apple Valley has it. They go around. Tries to pass it forward to get out of the zone. They do dump it out. Gets to Norberg. Norberg gets it over to Brovold. Brovold makes a nice spin move. He's looking to get it to somebody. He chips it forward, gets it to Todd. Apple Valley maintains control. Makes a nice move. Good save, looks like, by Dixon. Gets chipped back down into the corner. Eagan maintains control over it. Todd has it. He's by himself. Meyer's racing down there. They're able to keep in zone. Oh, she says Meyer was offsides just by a skate. All right, that's going to bring back out Louis Hank and Rowan. Riley and Grant as their D pair. Lou wins the faceoff. He gets it back to Hank. Hank's moving forward. He's all by himself, makes a move, goes around, looking for somebody in the middle. Rowan's there. Still going around. Gets it to Riley. Riley passes it right back to Hank. Hank's got Rowan. Passes it back to Riley in the middle. Riley shoots. Tries to deflect it in. Oh, and Hank whiffs on it. It was wide open. Apple Valley tries to chip it around the corner. Grant's there. Still battling. Good assist by Rowan there to cover for Grant while he pinched forward. They're able to chip it right out, though. Riley races back. Gets control. Makes a nice spin move. Looks like she chips it up. Can't tell who has it. Apple Valley maintains control. Try to pass it forward. Kurtz intercepts it. Chips it up the board. Apple Valley gets it back down. Tries to make a shot. Goes wide. Try to chip it up out of the zone. They're able to get it out of the zone. Hank's staying hard on his guy. Apple Valley has it. He's making a move. Riley's staying hard. Falls down, but she's able just to tie him up just long enough. Got a scrum of people in front of the net. Good save by Dixon. Weigel has it. She tries to chip it up to get it out of the zone. And I think Caden was able to chip it out, but they're going to call icing on that. Keep that same forward line out there. Give a chance for the D pair to switch out. All right, gets tied up on the draw, but looks like Eagan is able to get control over it. They passed it up. Deflects off Otto's stick. Otto's moving forward. Gets tied up by the ref. Tries to get over to Forcia with a centering pass. He's not able to connect. Farley goes in the corner to battle for it. Forcia goes to assist. Gets deflected out. Good effort by Farley there to try to keep it in the zone, but Apple Valley is able to get it out. Eagan ties him up. They have it behind the net. Tries to make a centering pass. Good save by Dixon. Four nothing. 7 minutes left. That's going to bring out Pecor, Todd, and Meyer. Pecor with the draw. Gets it back to Norberg. Gets it up to Todd. Todd tries to chip it past his guy. It gets tied up. They're still battling for it. Pecor has it. Gets deflected over to the Apple Valley player. He tries to shoot. Gets deflected by Dixon. Tries to chip it up out of the zone. Todd has it. Meyer hurries. They're going to have numbers. Todd and Meyer, they got them all alone. Todd takes the shot. Deflects. Meyer passes it back to Todd. Todd tries to get it in. Unable to. Good save by the goalie. Apple Valley has it. They're looking good stick by Todd there to deflect it. Meyer's going to have it behind the net. He makes a move, loses control over it. Goes back to Todd. Still battling there. Apple Valley tries to chip it out. Colton with the glove there. They're still battling at the blue line. Meyer has it. He's going to make a move. He goes around his guy. Tries to make a backhand. Good save by the Apple Valley goalie. Chips it up out of the zone. Colton has it. He's battling. They are able to get it out. Oliver goes over to assist. Looks like he gets tied up in front of the net. Apple Valley moves into the zone. Tries to make a centering pass. Not able to connect. Todd has it. Tries to get it up to Pecor. They're not able to connect. And Joey looks like he a little cross check there. But it looks like they're calling interference. So, all right, first penalty for Eagan. 5:39 left in the second period. Eagan up 4-0. All right, we got Kurtz on the draw. He gets it over to Barcinella. Miller and Barcinella tied up in the corner. They take a shot. Good save by Dixon. All right, Eagan gets the draw. They're able to get it out of the zone. Rolling, battling hard. Miller has it, but he loses control, falls down. Apple Valley takes it into the zone. They're able to push him to the outside. They try to center it forward. And saved by Dixon. Couple good shifts there for Apple Valley, still being aggressive, not giving up the fight even though being down 4. All right, Eagan has the draw. Dump it over to the side. Apple Valley is able to get control over it. They pass it to the center. Well, had an opportunity there. Oh, then they go off sides. Caden had a good chance there to have a breakaway, but good effort and good sticks by Apple Valley to not let that happen. All right, Apple Valley wins the draw. They are able to get it into the zone. He moves it down, tries to chip it over to Dixon. Dixon makes a save. Again, another centering pass. They're not able to connect with anybody. Tries to pass it forward to Forcia. Forcia's racing down. Good job by the Apple Valley defender. Ties him up. Farley does a good job hustling back. Schroeder has it. Oh, Farley was wide open there. Just not able to connect. Gets it back to Otto. Good stick by the Apple Valley defender to get it away for it. Tries to chip it out of the zone. They're able to keep it in, but they get it out. Soren races down to get it. Looking to make a pass. Looks like he gets it up to Grant, who gets it to Meyer. Meyer's going forward, makes a move. Looks for Todd. Oh, good stick by Apple Valley to deflect it. The core races in to try to tie it up. Meyer gets it, makes another move. Takes a shot. Good save by Apple Valley. Pecor gets it up. Norberg tries to do a one-timer, misses. Gets it back to Brovold. Brovold makes a move, loses control over it. Can't be making moves like that in front of our own goal. Doesn't keep control over it. Apple Valley gets it. Gets it right in Dixon's 5-hole. 4-1, Eagan. Good effort there by Apple Valley not to give up. All right, Kurtz wins the draw, gets it over. That is the loudest goal announcement I think I've heard all season. All right, they're battling on the boards. Tries to get it up to Barcinella, not able to do so. They get it back in the offensive zone. trying to get it out. Good job by Miller to go over there. Gets it back to Weigel. Weigel makes a spin move. Gets it over to Grant. Grant tries to get it up to Kurtz, just not able to connect. Apple Valley chips it up into the zone. Apple Valley tries to make it a centering pass, not able to connect. Miller has it. Weigel gets it behind the net. Tries to get it up to Miller. Miller has it. Tries to get it over to Barcelona, not able to connect, but Barcelona does have it. They get it into the zone. Kurtz has it. Oh, and Kurtz was just high. Got the puck racing up on the boards. Still up there. They're trying to get it down. Apple Valley takes it in the zone. Good job by Soren. Gets his guy to the board. And we're going to call it, get a hook. Hook on Eagan. Eagan going right back to the box. Not sure who that was on. Looks like on Soren. All right, Eagan has it. Jackson makes the deflection. He races forward, gets past one defender. Tries to get, he falls down. No call on that one. Apple Valley gets it out of the zone. He makes another move, just tries to chip it behind, goes wide. Brovold gets it. Gets tied up in the corner. Apple Valley looks like still has control over it. Get it to the save. Makes a pass or a shot on Dixon. Dixon makes a save. Another shot by Apple Valley. Another save by Dixon. He tries to chip it up to Forcia. Not able to get control. Colton has it. He chips it down so they can get a line change through. Apple Valley has control. Line change going through. Meyer does a good job. Gets a stick on it. Catches it in the air. He's battling hard. Takes a shot. Misses wide. Nice spin move. Chips it over to the corner. No one's there. Apple Valley tries to get it out. Gets it up to Soren. Soren has it. Takes the shot. Goes wide. That goes to Meyer. Meyer gets it to Pecora. Pecora gets it again. Shoots. Deflected. Goes back up. Soren moves up. Makes a nice shot. Goes to Todd. Gets deflected again. And the goalie covers it. All right, Pecora in for the draw. Apple Valley gets it. They get it back into the corner. He's looking to pass it out. Pecora intercepts. He takes a shot. Good save by the goalie. Chips it up off the glass. Schroeder moves forward. Unable to keep it in the zone. Joey has it. They're able to stay on side. Meyer moves to the middle. Joey tries to chip it over to him. He's not able to connect. Gets it to Schroeder. Schroeder passes it down to Meyer. Meyer passes it over to Pecora. Not able to keep control over it. He gets it back to Schroeder, and that's the end of the period. All right, so after 2, 4-1 Eagan. We'll be back. All right, we are back, third period. Kurtz with the draw. They get tied up, but he's able to keep control over it. He tries to dump it over to Miller, but gets deflected. Apple Valley moves into the zone. He's by himself. He tries to go to the outside. Good job by Schroeder. Way to use his body. Dumps it behind the net. Weigel has it. She tries to get it up to Barcinella. Barcinella tries to dump it over to Kurtz. They're not able to connect, though, but he gets it back. He goes to the outside. They got numbers. He's going to take a shot. Oh, fakes the pass. Gets it over to Miller. Miller's not able to connect, though. A little scuffle there as Barcinella's trying to get the puck. And the Apple Valley defenders said, you can get off my goalie. Great fake shot, though, by Barcinella. That had everybody fooled. Makes a nice, clean pass to Miller, and Miller just not able to get it through. All right, Farley gets the draw, gets it to Dashinsky. Dashinsky passes it back to Norberg. Norberg tries to take a shot, but deflects off the Apple Valley defender. He tries to make a pass, but, I thought they called it offsides, but I don't know what that whistle was for. All right, gets back out into the neutral zone. They try to move it forward. Eagan has it. Otto tries to get it to the middle. They're hustling forward. Caden has it. He's by himself. Tries to chip it over to Farley to make a deflection. They just can't connect. Good idea, good plan. Apple Valley's moving forward. They take a shot. It goes wide. Gets in the corner. He passes it back to his D-man. Not able to keep control. They call off icing. Egan's going to do a line change with it. Apple Valley has it. They try to get out of the zone. Gets deflected. Meyer has it. He still has it. He makes a nice pass to Todd. Todd's just not able to connect. Todd shoots it right in between the crease. Not able. Nobody there to tip it in. They get it back down. Norberg chips it right back in. McCord tries to make a move, but gets deflected by Apple Valley. Apple Valley on the offensive. They move it forward. Great job. I think that was Grant tying his guy up. Egan's on the move. Joey has it. He moves in. He's got Meyer behind him. Takes a shot. Deflects off the goalie. Good save. Norberg does a great job of chipping it in. He still has control over it. McCord moves to the middle. Goes behind the net. Looks like it gets tied up. Good job by McCord. Gets tied up again by Todd. Shoot it around the neck. Nobody's there on the side. Rover goes there to stop him. Goes straight to Norberg. Todd hustled back. Kurtz has it. He moves forward. Takes a shot. Good save by Apple Valley. Moves it forward. Weigel falls down. And that's going to be icing. And I guess it's not icing. All right, they move it forward. Kurtz has it. Kurtz, Miller, and Barcinella. Lou's looking. He's trying for a pass. Gets it to Hank. Hank just right off the side of the net. Hank still battling hard. Looking for someone to get it to in the middle. He's got Barcinella. Barcinella's there. He tries to make a move, but it gets deflected. Too many sticks. Schroeder's there. Able to keep it in the zone. Barcinella does a good job going back to cover for him. Miller has it. Skating hard. That is definitely going to be a check. Went in hard after Miller took him down, so that's going to give Eagan their first power play.
One minute penalty Eagles. 1 minute for line check.
All right, Farley on the draw. He dumps it behind, gets to Apple Valley. Apple Valley trying to get out of the zone. Shoulder goes forward, just misses. Good hustle back by Farley. They dump it down. They're calling no icing. Weigel has it. She goes behind the net, looking to move it forward. She said, I got ice. I'm just going for it. Still skating forward. Great skate by Weigel. Good shot. She said, I got open ice. I'm going. Good hustle, good effort by Weigel, and is able to close it. All right, Farley on the draw. He gets it over to Norberg. Norberg tries to pass it up to Dashinsky, but it gets deflected. Norberg hustles back, though, ties up his guy, so he's not able to get a shot off. Farley has it. He gets it up to Forcia. Forcia's tied up at the line. They're still tied up. Forcia gets it past his guy. They hurry. They're going to have numbers. Forcia races down. He doesn't. He takes a shot, goes right off the goalie, goes into the corner. Dashinsky hustles down. Farley's there. They got their guys tied up. Try to get it out of the zone. They do. Gets right to Brovold, though. Brovold skates back, rips it around behind him. Gets it to Farley. Farley tries to chip it up to Dashinsky. Their defender's able to keep it out. Gets it right back to Dashinsky. Dashinsky's in the zone. Takes a shot. Deflects off. Oliver hustles down. He gets it back, though. He falls down. Tries to get it over. Meyer has it now. He makes a move, and he scores. All right, way to stay on the puck. Not to give up. Good pass over to Meyer, and Meyer makes a couple nice moves and makes a good shot. And that gives us 6-1 Eagan, third period, 7 minutes left. Keeping the same line out there.
Number 47, William Meyer, his second goal. 11, assistant to
All right, Apple Valley has it. They get into the corner. Oliver stays on his guy. He's looking to make a shot. Not able to do so. Eagan doing a good job of tying up their sticks tonight. Weigel has it again. She's got Meyer. Good job by Apple Valley to keep them tied up. She tries to chip it back. He's there, gets it up the corner. Meyer chips around his guy. He's all alone. Joey's hustling back for it. Meyer shoots and he scores. So Will with a hat trick. That gives us 7-1 Eagan. Good to see your Wildcats not letting up on the gas. All right, Kurtz gets the draw. He chips it forward. Apple Valley has it. Defender maintains control. Nice D-to-D pass. He moves forward. Tries to get it to his... All right, Barcinello has it. Egan's got numbers. Great pass over to Miller. Oh, good deflection by the Apple Valley goalie. Just deflected it. Miller's trying hard to get one in. All right, Kurtz wins the draw. He gets it back over to Miller. Miller shoots, deflects off. Goalie loses his stick. Good opportunity for Eagan here. They're able to get it in zone. Apple Valley defender does a good job of pushing the stick over to him. They get tied up. They are able to get it out of the zone, though. Gets it back over to Miller. Miller tries to dump it behind to Barcinelli. Gets tied up by the ref. Gets back to Norberg. Norberg's going to take it. Good job by Kurtz to stay in the zone. Passes it to Kurtz. Oh, Kurtz falls down, not able to get the shot off. They still have it. Barcinelli's got it. All the sticks there got tied up. Gets it back to Norberg. Norberg makes a shot, gets deflected. The goalie, Miller, right off the side of the net. He has it back, makes a nice centering pass to Barcinella, and he chips it in. Good hustle by Miller, not to give up, stays on the puck. He makes a nice centering pass to Barcinella, and Barcinella does a great job just doing a little chip shot. And that gives us 8-1 Wildcats. All right, we're running time now, too. All right, Apple Valley wins the draw. Dashinsky gets him tied up. That was not how that play went. That was an assist by Hank Miller to Rowan Barcinella with the goal. All right, goes in the corner. They try to get out of the zone. They're able to. Apple Valley chips it up. Eagan's able to get it right back into the zone. Farley, good forecheck. He's got it, makes it, tries to get a centering pass. No one's there, unfortunately. Apple Valley does a good job getting it out of the zone, gets it over to Schroeder. Schroeder skates around. He's looking to move it forward. Can't find anybody to get it to. Gets tied up by Apple Valley. Caden is a great pass to Jackson. Jackson moves around. He's looking, gets it over to Riley. Riley gets it to Otto. Otto tries to make a shot. Good save by the Apple Valley goalie. Try to get it out of the zone. Grant's there, though. Keeps it in. And Apple Valley just gets it out. Otto right there, though. Gets it right back into the zone. Apple Valley is still battling hard. Got to hurry up. Otto is offsides. All right, 3:10 left. About 3 minutes. We are in running time. Eagan up 8-1. Meyer, Pecor, and Todd out there. All right, Pecor gets the draw. Meyer's able to chip it down to the corner. Apple Valley has it. He makes a move. Meyer gets it, though. Meyer tries to get over to Todd. He does. Oh, the goalie was out of position, but nobody was there. Meyer moves to the middle. Todd tries to get it to him. Gets deflected by the Apple Valley defender. Norberg has it, though. He's able to keep control over it. Still battling. He moves into the zone. He's got Meyer to the side. Passes it over to Meyer. Meyer loses. Gets it. Gives control. Makes another nice shot and scores. That's 4 goals tonight by Meyer. I think that's 2 or 3 assists for Norberg. So Norberg's having a nice multi-point night with as a defender.
Scoring the ball against number 47, William Meyer. Assist of 17, scoring Burnsville.
All right, Apple Valley has it. They make it. Goes in. Oh, deflects right off of Dixon. He tries to move it forward. Miller has it. He gets it up to Barcinella. Barcinella, great pass. Oh, and Kirsch just isn't able to bury it. Great puck movement by that line. Just not able to get it through. It gets tied up at the blue line. Miller has it again. He's racing down. Tries to make a pass. Not able to connect with anybody. Apple Valley has it. They're trying to get it out of the zone. Oh, they're able to. Grant tried to deflect it. Goes right through him, though. I'm not sure how that was. They call a penalty on that? I think they probably should have called a penalty on that, but I think a minute left they're not worried about. All right, 1:04 left in the third period. Eagan up 9-1. All right, Eagan wins the draw. Norberg tries to move it out of the zone. Gets it up to the line, but gets tied up by Apple Valley. They get it back down to the middle. Rovold has it. He's battling harder on the boards. Farley goes in with the assist, but Apple Valley gets it. They have it in the middle. Tries to make a centering pass. No one's there. Ooh, could have been a dangerous play there. Luckily, they let up. Apple Valley has it. Tries to chip it over. Gets out of the zone. Norberg's there. He tries to make a move, but it gets past him. Rovold has it again. Gets it over to Farley. Forcia has it. He tries to go around his guy, but it gets deflected. Gets out of the zone. Passes it over to Apple Valley. Got 5 seconds left. Norberg ties him up, and that's going to be it. All right, that's all we got for tonight. Your Wildcats 9, Apple Valley 1. Good game by Eagan. Definitely doing a good job of keeping their foot on the throttle there, not giving up. Nice, solid game by Apple Valley as well. They fought to the end. So we will see you. We will see you this weekend in Blaine at the Super Rink. Have a great night.